We're going to continue this conversation right now, take a closer look at Facebook's growing ad boycott. I want to welcome Jonathan Greenblatt, CEO and National Director of the Anti-Defamation League. Earlier this month, the ADL and 5 other companies called on corporations to drop advertising with Facebook for the month of July. We talked to you just last week, and here we are. There's been a lot of action since our last discussion. What are you hearing in terms of where this is headed next?
Well, I think there are a few things to think about. So I'm glad to be back here to talk about the fact that when I was here some 10 days ago, this was just an idea. And now, as you said, we've got some of the leading brands in the world who've joined our cause. We're committed to trying to push hate off of the Facebook platform once and for all. And I think it's pretty significant. On Friday, the company's stock was down over 8%, and it shaved $56 billion off their market cap. And after that, this weekend, Starbucks, Diageo, PepsiCo all explicitly came on board, and my phone rang off the hook with other CEOs and executives from ad agencies telling me they want to talk and come on board as well. I think what brands realize, Aaron, and it's now become very clear, that they don't want their own businesses, their own brands associated with a platform that doesn't respect their values, the values of their consumers, and the values of society. So I actually think Stop Hate for Profit. Right. We've already had some quite success, but it looks poised to grow into this week and into the future.
Jonathan, are you in dialogue privately behind the scenes that you can share with us with Facebook itself on these issues?
Well, we've certainly been in dialogue with Facebook long before this ever started. Our staff, my staff, was in regular contact with staff at Facebook.
Right.
But what we saw is...
So what are they telling you now?
Well, I think there's a willingness to there's a desire to sit down and talk with us. But I'll be honest, Aaron, Mark's speech on Friday didn't do anything to allay our concerns. I think the things that he talked about were half measures at best, and really just trying to put out a fire than solve a problem. And that's what we really want, Aaron. What we need is a public commitment from Facebook to solve the problem of hate on the platform.
Can I ask you a question? What do you think is driving Mark Zuckerberg on this issue? Because, I think there's a view out there that he is, that somehow his principles are somehow unprincipled or craven, and it's all a business interest for profits. But then I look at what's happening here and I say to myself, I'm not so sure. You could disagree with his perspectives, but I don't know if it's really just about business.
Well, look, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know what's going on in his head or how he feels in his heart. But I've got to pay attention to what he's doing, if you will, with his hands. And Zuck has built a $70 billion business with over 2.5 billion users worldwide. That's an incredible feat. I mean, that's something to really marvel at. So can I ask, pushing white nationalists, Holocaust deniers, racists off the platform, or at least de-amplifying them, would that really be so hard? I don't think so. Submitting to a regular audit to show that they're actually making progress in dealing with this kind of content, not that hard in relative terms. So I think all of us in the coalition really feel like the time is now for Mark to get past whatever his issues are and realize this isn't about some civil rights activists. This isn't the interest of some stakeholders. Aaron, this is a concern for shareholders. And on that basis, we want Mark to finally step up and stop hate for profit.